What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We got a lot to talk about here today. Major new things already going on here, and we will go over it here in this video. Also, we're giving away here thousands of dollars from here until the end of the year in our kind of daily trivia questions. If you can answer them directly, you could win money directly from us. Right now, until Thanksgiving, we're giving away cash that could pay for your Thanksgiving meal. So stay tuned for that. Every single day, we are giving basically cash away. If you can answer the question, you could win money directly from us. So stay tuned for that. Remember, new videos come out here on our YouTube channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you hear a trivia question from me, I'll give you the details on how all that works. So remember here, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel down below. It's completely free to do so. This way you won't miss out on new videos. And also thanks for liking these videos. Okay, Democrats will keep control of the Senate, bucking a historical trend. Yeah, that is because incumbent Senator Catherine Cortez Masto eked out a win here over the Republican challenger Adam Laxalt. She was losing, and now they have determined that she is the winner and called her the winner. There could be a recount, but as of right now, they are calling her the winner. She is the current senator from Nevada, and this would give the Democrats control of the Senate. So the Republicans were winning, and now as they're counting the votes here, it does say that 98% of the votes are counted. So keep that in mind. That is what it is saying here. But she is currently ahead by about 6,000 votes. There also could be a recount. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says that this is vindication for Democrats after clinching the Senate majority. Here's what Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who will retain the Senate majority if this holds. Here's what he has to say.
Is a great win for the American people. With the races now called in Arizona and Nevada, Democrats will have a majority in the Senate, and I will once again be majority leader. This election is a victory and a vindication for Democrats, our agenda, and for America and for the American people. There are three things that helped the Senate secure the majority. One, our terrific candidates. Two, our agenda and our accomplishments. And three, the American people rejected the anti-democratic, extremist MAGA Republicans. And I'm making a plea to my Republican colleagues. We can disagree on so many issues. That's fair. But let's not have this kind of divisive negativity. Let's not have the condonation of viciousness and even violence against poll workers, against so many others. Let us try to come together.
Now, if all this holds, and remember, states do their own electoral count, okay, and they do their own recounts. Each state decides their own fate, okay? So each state determines who wins and who loses. It's all up to each state. Each state does their own recounts if they want to. All this is done by each state completely, okay? The Democrats only need 50 seats to win, where the Republicans need 51 seats to win, because in a 50-50 tie, the tiebreaker goes to whoever the vice president is, and the vice president is a Democrat right now, Kamala Harris, okay? So we would not even need to go to the runoff race right now. which would be which would be in Georgia, which is going to happen in December. Okay, it's going to be a very close race here right now, with the Democrats winning slightly on that one right now. But remember, that's going to be a completely new race on that one as well when they go to revote on that. Okay, it's going to be a completely new vote, so anybody could win that in the new vote on that. Okay. um Alaska here, when they call this vote, this is going to go to Republicans here. Okay, so this is going to give another seat to Republicans here for 49. Okay, so that will go to that. Right now, the House is 211 to 204. You can see here that there's currently over 20 House races uncalled. Just shows you how long it's taking some of these races to be determined. Over 20 House races still uncalled, as some of these states are taking their time counting these votes, recounting votes, going through the motion. Unbelievable here. But the current count right here is 211 to 204. 218 seats needed for majority. Okay. And this is as of according to Yahoo. According to Google, it's 211 to 203. So yeah, it's very slightly different, but yeah. Now, when you go to some other sources like Politico here, um, of the other races that are remaining here, there's 5 that are toss up, 8 that are leaning Republican, 3 that are leaning Democrat, 2 likely Republican, and 1 likely Democrat. So if all this still goes according to what they think is going to happen, the Republicans would likely win the Republican House. They would likely win the House, especially because you need 218 seats to win the House, and the Republicans already have 211. Okay, and the Democrats have 2 or 3, so they're already behind by 8. So they would need to win 8 just to catch up, and then get to 218. So the Republicans definitely have a lead here, you know, and the Democrats need to catch up here. So it is looking like the Republicans are going to win the House. Again, 218 being the magic number here to get to the House majority. Once you get to 218, the other party cannot win the majority. That's the over halfway point. Next up, former President Donald Trump sues the January 6th committee to avoid testifying in the investigation. He filed a lawsuit here Friday night to avoid cooperating with the subpoena from the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th riot at the Capitol. He was issued a subpoena by the committee in October and was scheduled to be deposed on November 14th. I assumed that this is what was going to happen. You guys can let me know your thoughts here in the comments section. You know, he had previously said that he would potentially testify. It was if it was live. Remember here that just recently, you can see this headline here from NBC News, or pretty much any news source. Trump invokes the Fifth Amendment nearly 450 times in the New York Attorney General's civil probe of his business practices. An attorney for Trump said that the former president answered only one question about his name during the 4-hour deposition. So, just because of what happened here just a few months ago, that he didn't answer any questions from this, deposition, I just assumed that he wasn't going to do it for the January 6th committee. Now, I mean, again, you can let me know your thoughts here on this, but personally, if it was me, and I mean, just knowing lawyers and stuff, I wouldn't testify because anything you say, they're going to hold against you in a court of law. If you've ever heard Miranda rights, I mean, anything you say, they're literally going to try to use against you. So, um, and that's just being a middle of the road kind of person, being not a Republican, not a Democrat. Um, it's just literally just it's just almost kind of common sense. So, I mean, again, you can let me know your thoughts here in the comments, but the problem here with this is what Trump has said in the past, that he has literally said that if you plead the fifth, it means you're guilty and it's for people like mobsters and stuff like that. That's kind of the problem with it. I mean, I would have never said that, but yeah, so but I wouldn't testify in front of the January 6th committee unless there was no way out of it. So we'll see what's going to happen here, but yeah. So he's filed a lawsuit here to, I don't know, try to get out of it or delay it. But honestly, if they forced him to, he can just plead the fifth. So you can let me know your thoughts here in the comments on what's going to happen. What do you think? Trump attorney David A. Warrington said Trump has engaged in a good faith effort to resolve concerns with the committee, but that he has been left with, quote, no choice but to involve the judicial branch, according to a statement obtained by Politico. Quote, long held precedents and practice maintain that separations of power prohibit Congress from compelling a president to testify before it. That's not really true. Multiple presidents have testified before Congress. I'll show you here. I know this because I covered this before. Here's an article right here. These former presidents have testified before Congress, and there's been multiples of them. Quote, 7 former presidents have come forward to testify in American history, 2 of them by subpoena. Stephen Stathis, an analyst who worked for years for the Library of Congress, wrote in a 1983 journal article that John Tyler became the first former president to appear before Congress. He was subpoenaed in connection with an investigation into the use of public funds by his Secretary of State. And then Stathis and the Senate Historical Office and Senate Library list both said Theodore Roosevelt testified before a congressional committee in August 1911. Roosevelt was not subpoenaed, but he rather obliged after the committee advised the former chief executive his testimony would be appreciated. So William Howard Taft testified before Congress 12 times following his presidency. So you can see there's been multiple presidents that have done it, whether on their own or through subpoena. Harry Truman, Gerald Ford, etc., etc. So now the elections are over. What do you think is going to happen here? So the Senate has been, well, somewhat declared a Democrat majority here. We'll have to see if there's any recounts or anything that happens like that. But as of right now, it's looking like it's going to be a Democratic majority. It's also looking like it's going to be a Republican majority House that hasn't been even declared yet or anything like that. And former President Donald Trump is actually suing the January 6th committee to prevent his testimony from even happening. So what do you think is going to happen? So I'll keep you up to date here with everything, and it's going to, a lot is going on here right now here. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments, and I'll have a trivia question here for you guys here in the next video. Remember, we're giving away thousands of dollars here before the end of the year, and a bunch of it here before Thanksgiving here. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments section. Make sure to subscribe down below to our YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, thanks so much for liking these videos. You can click here to watch my newest video next. And here's a really good video I just did with my wife as well, and another trivia question here in that video. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.